Hello, I'm Rob Scholl, and today I'll be teaching, and before I do, let me use my spiritual weapon and blow a hole in this present darkness that surrounds us and bind the prince of the power of the airwaves so that my message may be heard. Hello, this is Rob Scholl, and you're watching the Notes Report on the Notes Report YouTube channel. Today I'm going to provide a very different interpretation of Revelation chapter 5, where John is shown the one who fulfills the heavenly scroll being found worthy to break its seals, open it, and then read it. For a breakdown of the corresponding prophecy in Daniel chapter 7 that goes with Revelation chapter 5, please see my video, Taking the Throne in Heaven, Part 3 in this series on the Notes Report YouTube channel. So let's just jump right in and break down Revelation chapter 5 in context of what John was shown, the heavenly scroll. For proof that he was interpreting the meaning of the constellation, see my video, Taking the Throne in Heaven, Part 2 in this series on Revelation chapter 4. So let's just jump right in. Verse 1. Then I saw a heavenly scroll in the right hand of the one who fulfilled it, the Messiah Yahushua, seated on a throne in heaven. Yahushua fulfilled the heavenly scroll. Like I said, see Daniel chapter 7, which goes with this prophecy. Continuing, the scroll had writing on both sides. In other words, it was a 3D scroll of heavenly pictographs we call constellations, and was sealed with 7 seals. Verse 2, and I saw a mighty messenger proclaiming in a loud voice, quote, who is worthy to break the seals and open the heavenly scroll? Verse 3, but no one in the stars or on earth or under the earth was able to open the heavenly scroll or look inside it. Verse 4, and I began to cry with despair because no one was found worthy to open the heavenly scroll and interpret inside it, because only the one who fulfilled it is found worthy. Verse 5, then one of the elders said to me, quote, do not weep. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has triumphed. He's reading the constellation Leo, to open the heavenly scroll and break its 7 seals. Verse 6, then I saw a lamb, Yahushua, who appeared to have been pierced, Capricorn, standing in the center of the throne room of the heavenly scroll, encircled by 4 living creatures, singing, holy, 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 and 24 elders. Those are represented by the 24 stars falling before the throne. The lamb had 7 complete horns, which means power. See Strong's G2768. A horn is a symbol of power. So this is speaking in a mystery language. John basically said that the lamb had complete power. And 7 fountains of living water. Eyes is not a correct interpretation. In the Hebrew language and cultural matrix, it would have been Strong's H5869, which means fountains of living water, as in Zechariah chapter 3:9. For more on that, see my video, Taking the Throne in Heaven by Force, part 4 of this series. I covered that as a pretext to covering this chapter. So anyway, continuing, let's start over. The Lamb had 7 horns and 7 fountains of living water, which represent the 7 spirits of Yahuwah, poured out like living water unto all the earth. That's the fulfillment of Aquarius. Verse 7, the messenger came and took the heavenly scroll from the right hand of the one, Yahushua, seated on the throne. Verse 8, when he had taken the scroll, the 4 living creatures inside the throne room, and the 24 elders, the 24 stars falling before the throne in the throne room, fell down to pay homage, which means respect, to the king before the Lamb. Each one had a harp, constellation Lyra, made up of 7 stars. And they were holding golden bowls of incense, which are the righteous prayers of the saints. Verse 9, and they sang a new song, quote, worthy are you, Yahushua, to take the heavenly scroll and open its seals, in other words, reveal its message, because you fulfilled the heavenly scroll when you were slain, that's Libra, and by your blood shed to consummate the marriage covenant, you purchased constellation Libra, for Yahuwah as children-in-law, those from every tribe, skin color, and tongue, and people and nations, illustrated by the rainbow in the throne room, the rainbow throne. Verse 10, you made them to be kings, which is Melchi, and priests, which is Zadok. We serve the ruling high priest in the order of Melchizedek, or Melchizedek, to serve our Elohim, and they will reign upon the earth for 1,000 years. Now we see the Lamb exalted. Verse 11, then I looked, which means mentally understood, as I heard the voices of many angels and living creatures and elders encircling the throne, and their number was myriads of myriads and thousands upon thousands. John is looking at the stars and interpreting those. Verse 13, and I spiritually heard every creature in the stars and on earth and under the earth and in the sea and all that is in them. In other words, he's just basically saying every living thing ever created by Yahuwah, saying to Yahuwah, who sits on a throne over creation, and to the Lamb, who is the proxy king, Yahusha, who sits at Yahuwah's right hand on a throne over the kingdom that will govern creation. There's two thrones. There's a throne of creation, which Yahuwah sits on as creator. There's no other creator other than him. And then there's the one beside him, which is the throne that sits over creation, who governs his creation, as it was given as an inheritance to the firstborn son, and through inheritance to all his children. Be praise and honor and glory and power forever and ever. Verse 14, and the four living creatures surrounding the throne in heaven said, Hallelujah, Yahuwah. And the elders, represented by the 24 stars, fell down and worshipped Yahuwah Elohim and Yahusha, the Messiah. And we see the four living creatures saying, Holy, 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 and Hallelujah, Yahuwah, and the 24 elders falling before the throne. We see this in Revelation 5:6. This is Rav Shaul. I will post the direct links to the other videos in this series if you want to follow along and go step by step as I build to each additional video that's built on the previous one. So be sure and check those out. What I'm doing is I'm leading up to my video, the final video in this series on Revelation chapter 13, where I will establish and prove that the beast has taken the throne in heaven by force over the age of Pisces. This teaching is taken from my book, Unlocking the Book of Revelation, where I provide the most accurate translation and interpretation of what John saw and what he was shown in the Heavenly Scroll. This has been the Notary Report. I hope this has been a blessing to all, and all the praise and glory goes to my Father Yahuwah, the creator of all things, and my elder brother, high priest, and king, Yahusha, who sits over the throne that governs all things as king, as an inheritance. I hope everybody has a great, blessed day. Again, this is Rav Shaul with the Notary Report.